Okay. The other week, or earlier in the week, I guess, or last week, I don't know. I got this Matrix in. I did a quick first impressions on it. Then I spent, the past week really putting it through its courses, seeing what it's capable of, what it can do, and does it outperform the Herakles? I don't know. Let's get into the review. What's going on, YouTube? CA, thanks again for tuning in to Flavor Chasers. Today, I am doing the full review. It's not going to be a really long review because I got into this with the first impressions of the Matrix Sub-Ohm Tank by High Voltage. And not only is this a review, it's also a quick shout out and a giveaway. That's right. I'm going to be giving away this bad boy, brand new in the wrapper, to someone pretty lucky. My goal is to reach 500 subscribers. 500 subscribers on my YouTube channel right here. You'll see a link below that way. Somewhere that way. Click it. And subscribe to my channel, like the video. Find me on Facebook, and that's the only way you can win the Matrix. But I'm not only giving away a Matrix, I'm going to be giving away 120 milliliters, 4 bottles of Minnesota Moonshine Straw Brulee. My favorite juice by Minnesota Moonshine. Without further ado, let's get into this. So the Matrix, the new Sub-Ohm tank. Good, it says it's good up to 80 watts. I took it up to 165 watts with a 0.2 ohm coil in my first impressions video. I've been vaping on this thing for a week. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. I have not been vaping it on my Sigelli. I have not. I have been using my Herakles on Sigelli. I've been using it on this. Now, why? Why, CA, are you using it on an inaccurate box? Well, I'll tell you why. I like it. People are always, yes, we already know that it has pulse width modulation. It goes up to 9 volts, a really quick spike of 9 volts, and then kind of does its own thing like a freaking heartbeat. Yeah, we know it's tuned to mean, so it actually has technically more power RMS. I think, Phil Brissato got into that. And people were complaining that it was burning up their Atlantis coils or their little Kanger sub-tank coils. But here's the deal, folks. We all buy what we want to buy, right? We all will vape on what we want to vape on. But I urge you to reconsider the jellyfish. And I know this is not a jellyfish review by any means. I'm not going to make it. There's plenty of them out there. Most of them are hating on it. I'm not hating on it, but they're, calling them out. But honestly, the new sub-tanks, the coils have changed. They've come a long way. Can you take an Atlantis to 150 watts? No. Can you take it to 100 watts? No. Can you do it with the Matrix or the Herakles? Yeah. So this with 50 watts, it's lovely. And it's the same coil I got, right out of the box. Not burnt up. Still looks freaking fantastic. And it's doing exactly as it should, Ah, yummy. Now, although I'm having my giveaway with Minnesota Moonshine, today in my tank, I am rocking Blue Collar 4192. These guys are relatively new to the scene. I think they came out last year. 4192. Honeydew ice cream. Or honeydew and ice cream. Seriously, it's so refreshing. On these warmer days, it's a breath of fresh air. Literally. Anyways, if you want to find them, I'll link them in the description below. But anyways, what are the pros and cons of this? You know, because I'm not going to dive up yet. Still waiting on some more proper camera gear. And, you know, after I get a few more subscribers, I might start doing things a little bit differently. I like the way I'm doing my videos now, though. People aren't complaining that much, so that's okay. My first quarrel is the drip tip. Yes, it's a great idea. I love the fact that it's air adjustable. But look at this. Can you hear it? Let me put it into the microphone. Maybe you can hear that. It is loose. And I had another one of these Matrix tanks that I have a friend borrowing right now. And it does the same thing on that. So I'm not a fan of that. The coils, they're replaceable. Vendors already have them. So that's good. Although I've been using the same coil for a week on a device which supposedly will burn your coils, which it hasn't. So that's good. You can pick them up, I think $20 for a 5-pack, maybe less, maybe more. I don't know. I haven't ordered them yet because I don't need them. I have this and a few more coils sitting around. But I have been dailying this tank, and it's been working great. In some ways, in most ways, it's outperformed my Herakles. I still love my Herakles, and I still rock it daily. But, well, let me show you my settings. Like, with this tank, I like to having sitting at right on this box, right at 35 watts. It's perfect for this. Yeah, yes, I know it's not 35 watts, but on this box it is. To say the least, you know this box. And it's not shabby vapor production. For the sake of doing things the way other people want to see them, you know, which is, I guess, correct. Well, I'll be damned, I'm dropping shit. And I don't even know where it went. Oh, there it is. It didn't break. That's a plus. The drip tip fell off. I'm not surprised there. Blooper! Okay. Now let's see if we can actually get it on the red Herakles. Let me take a sip. Okay. On the Herakles, I keep it right at 60 watts, 0.6, 6.1 volts. And man, the flavor. It's great. Now, it's built so well. It's built very similar to the Herakles. You know, I don't want to open that box because that's for the giveaway. You're going to have to trust me here. But this obviously comes off, and, you know, you have your atomizer that comes off. The glass actually comes out as well. So I guess the glass is replaceable. It didn't come with replacement glass, so I kind of wish it would have, but I'm sure you can probably get it online somewhere eventually. It's easy to clean. It's so much easier to fill. I will show you that. Should have done this before I put it back on the damn Herakles and dropped it everywhere. Okay. Now can you see how much room there is? You can easily fit a dripper in there, your little squeezy bottles, all that fun stuff. It fits, what the hell on my finger? Oh well. Everything, it's super easy to fill. I love that. Threading, it feels okay. It feels good. I will say I never know when it's tightened because you always tend to grab it here and you always keep turning for some damn reason. But you'll know if it's not tight when you see all that juice running down your mug. That's something I kind of wish they would have fixed. And I kind of wish it was knurled down here like the Herakles is so you get a better grip on it. It's another gripe. But overall, this tank performs very, very well. Very close to the Herakles. Actually, beyond the Herakles in a lot of ways. Here she is at 85 watts. Yeah, the battery's dead. Oh, I should have put new batteries in this. It's 25%, so I might be able to vape a little bit. Mm. That's so good. That's a 7.3 volts. That's up there. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Apparently the batteries I have weren't working too well in it. But we are back with fresh batteries. And we were at 100 watts. I hate it when it does that. These Sigelis cut off so quick. 100 watts. Mm. So good. It really is really good. Let's take her to the 120 mark. This is the 120 mark. I'm going to pull back a little bit to see if how much clouds we can get in here. It's not too shabby. It's get out of here, vapor. Shoo, shoo. Ah. The 150 mark. Yes, sir, Bob. And I don't vape at 150 watts. Rarely ever. Only in these videos to prove a point. And that's it. You know, I vape 50, 60 watts, 70 watts. With my drippers, maybe 80 to 100. But she vapes! Okay. Now, guys, I'm going to get this back down to where I like it. This atomizer is fantastic. It's so well built. It's heavy. You know, it's no heavier than a Herakles. Do I think you should buy this instead of the Herakles? No. Do I think you should buy the Herakles instead of this? No. Buy both if you can. It's subjective, really. I like them both. They both have their pros and their cons. But like I said, the pros far outweigh the cons of this thing. The drip tip, come on, you know, high voltage matrix. You guys can do better than that. You know, maybe bigger O-rings would help. Maybe if it didn't have one O-ring, you know, let's add another one there and make it rock out, please. That'd be great. You know, I'd be curious to see how another adjustable airflow tip would work with this. But, you know, it is what it is, guys. It's a good tank. It's not expensive. I forgot the latest price. Google it, for God's sakes. We all Google, don't we? I do. You should, too. But seriously, buy it. You'll probably love it. But I want to do a quick thing real quick. Right now, I am doing 2 giveaways. One of my giveaways is if I need 100 people to post on my Facebook page that I want a goblin, and I'm going to be sending you a free Ute goblin. Brand new, never used, never built, none of that crap. I'm going to send it to you free of charge. All you got to do is post that I want a Ute goblin, and you have to like my Facebook page. If you don't like it, you're not going to get it. And don't be one of those tools that will like it just to say, hey, I want this, and all of a sudden not like it. Come on. If you don't like me, don't do it. You know, go do someone else's giveaway. And then for the 500 marker on my Facebook page and on my YouTube subscriber page, I'm giving away, like I said, a brand new Matrix. And where did I put it? Right here. For these bad boys. It's 2 milligrams of nicotine. Straw brulee. Think of it as a strawberry creme brulee. A lot of you guys have had like Cutwood unicorn's milk or any kind of strawberry milk or strawberry cream. This trumps them all. It really does. And soon I'm going to be doing a review with Blue Collar. These guys are so good. They're based out of Ohio. Another great company. Keep an eye out for them. They're up and coming, and they will be they're going to serve the market with their juices, just like the other juices I've been reviewing recently. And thank you guys for sending me these wonderful juices to try. There's been a few that have been sent to me from other people that I haven't done a review with because, honestly, I'm sorry, they weren't good. It's nothing personal, it's my preference. And if I'm going to be doing reviews of stuff that I like and that I'm going to recommend to people, I'm just closing that up for some damn reason. Jittery. I'm going to do the reviews I like. And like I did with my Minnesota Moonshine review. Yeah, there were some juices I wasn't fond of, a.k.a. Crimson King. I think that's what it was called. It was licorice. If you like licorice, good on you. I hate licorice. And please, if you haven't tried the jellyfish, try it out again with these new tags. You know, here, let's rock it with the Herakles real quick. And I want to let you guys know, this as well, I have been circulating the Matrix and the Herakles back and forth on this. This is the same coil for the past 3 weeks now in this Herakles I've been using. Still rocking it. There's a 35 watts on this thing, which is more like 50, 60 watts, I guess. I'm getting off subject here. Jesus. It's about the Matrix, not the Herakles or the jellyfish. You've seen that stuff. Anyways, the Matrix tank by High Voltage. Try it out, guys. You won't be disappointed unless you don't like a rockety drip tip, and then you might be a little disappointed. But that can be fixed. Those kind of things can be fixed, you know? Don't base it on a drip tip. The giveaways, don't forget those. Once again, guys, I'm CA. Thanks so much for stopping by. I'm going to leave this with a toot.